Transurfer, and welcome to TransurfingTV. I am Renee Garcia, and this is my video on state of being. So the other day in one of the Reality Transurfing podcasts with Xavier Waterkane, he said something fascinating that I highly resonated with, and that is going to be the basis of my discussion today. If you have missed those podcasts, they are chock full of awesome gems and how to dive even deeper into this reality creation stuff and really get yourself resonating with what it is that you want and make that reality actually come to life. I mean, it's incredible stuff. So what Xavier said, or what he was referring to the other day on the podcast, is that a lot of times when someone wants something, and I'm going to use myself as an example here, just so it's not so ambiguous, but when someone wants something, that it's really the state of being that the person is looking to achieve. And I know for sure this is the case with me. So I'm going to use myself as an example, and we're going to say that I want $1 million, right? So I want $1 million, or I intend to have $1 million rather. So there are really two different ways that I can go about getting the $1 million. I can go the front door way, which is the conventional approach that most people use to obtain what it is or go after what it is they want. This is working towards, this is inner intention, this is searching for ways to get the thing or connect with the thing, and then using your physical power, not your meta power, but your physical power and your inner intention, your will and your ego and all that stuff to obtain the thing, okay? So this is the way that I worked in the past, right? Now, I'm a powerful person, or I was a powerful person even working in this mode. So I did achieve results, but in that power too, I exhausted myself. So there's really another way that I can do it that I've discovered. Xavier went into it even more deeply the other day, and that is that you start to live in that state that you feel you will live in once you have obtained the thing. Now, obviously, this has to do with slides, right? This is exactly what a slide is leading us to do. It's to live through that filter we have placed over our perception, and we live through the variation of reality that we have chosen to connect us with the physical material that actually makes that variation of reality materialize. So the state of being, what does this mean exactly? So if I envision me having $1 million, okay, and Xavier went into this quite deeply. He was saying that, with love, with money, it's that feeling that we're actually after. It's that feeling of obtaining the thing, especially when it comes to love or money. We want to feel in love. We want to feel enthralled with another person. We want to feel like we're swept off our feet, or we're comfortable or secure in a romantic relationship. The same with money. We want to feel like we're secure. We want to feel like we have financial freedom. We want to feel like we have money in the bank to do whatever it is we want and not be a slave to a job or whatever. So if you imagine a person that's not you, they're wealthy, right? They have the $1 million or the 10 million or the 100 million or the billion or whatever. What state of being do you feel that person lives in, and how can you begin to mimic that state of being so you can go after what it is you intend to have, not via the front door, but via the back door, right? You're doing the reverse approach. You are embodying, and if you missed my becoming video, I talk really a lot about all this stuff again. I just say it in different ways. You start embodying the person, that version of you that has already obtained the thing. You start really resonating with that state of being, and you begin to attract all the material and information and opportunities and doors and all the stuff that will help you actually materialize that version of reality in your life. So this is what's happening for me. Instead of me working towards, I am resonating with, I'm living in that state of being now. I'm feeling the things that I feel I would feel in the presence of the $1 million. So I know I'm being a little bit redundant here, and I'm sure for those of you that have watched my videos have seen what I'm about to draw here, but this is it. This is the easiest way to create your own reality. It's really just 3 simple steps. Well, 4 rather, but three things that are really valuable. So, okay, you have your infinite number of life tracks. You have the version of you that exists now without the presence of the thing that you want, okay? So let's say you want the $1 million. This version of you does not have the $1 million. The higher version of you does have the $1 million. This is the first most crucial step, is that you must accept that this version of reality does in fact exist. This version of you does in fact exist. This version of you on an elevated life track in the presence of the $1 million does in fact exist. So this is the $1 million. This is the higher version of you. This is where you're at now with, $1 or $100 or $10,000 or whatever it is. And what needs to transpire for you to find that back door and enter into a place where you realize your intention with ease is you must start living in the state of being that you perceive that higher version of you to be living in, okay? This is done via your thoughts. You must start thinking like the version of yourself that has the $1 million. You must start resonating with the version of yourself that has the $1 million, or resonating with the $1 million itself. Then comes the action. And here is the cool thing about reality transurfing. You do not need to figure it all out in this moment. You can figure it out as you go. And this is the coolest part about this modality. All you have to do right now is pick out maybe a couple of attributes that you feel the higher version of yourself has in the presence of that thing. For me, the $1 million, right? So I feel that high version of myself feels a sense of freedom and feels a sense of security. So this version of me needs to figure out ways, this is my job as a transurfer, how to up my sensations, my state of being, to incorporate more feelings of security and freedom. Then I need to continue to resonate at that frequency, and slowly my reality opens up to me, showing me options and other information that will help me to resonate even more deeply with that version of myself, and options that will help me take the steps like climbing a ladder climbing a ladder or a staircase towards that higher version of myself via my action. So again, it's about resonating, it's about accepting that version of you, knowing that version of you exists, and really getting into that state of being now, because remember, our world is a mirror. So if you feel secure and like you're free, you have liberty, and you feel that version of yourself that has the money, you are going to you are really going to start telling your mirror that you have that thing already, and your mirror will respond to you with stuff that is going to help you. This is what is happening to me right now. I am absolutely doing this, and it is incredible. So the question I will leave you with before I end this video: what state of being are you living in right now? What is your state of being? What are you resonating with? And how can you start living in a state where qualities of that higher version of you, right, exist because you obtain the thing that you intend to have right now, being this version of you? Okay, so it's a lot to chew off, but remember, you only have to find a couple of things, because if you can just start doing it a little bit, living in that state of being right now just a little bit, then your world will sort of, it's like you become a magnet, and your world's then going to present to you a different set of information, material, and evidence to support this version of yourself, this theory that you've just adopted, that version of yourself exists. And it will start giving you these things because you have highlighted a new sector of reality where different material information, evidence, all that stuff starts to show up exponentially. So I know this is a mouthful, but if you can get into this mode of thinking, resonating, thought quality, action, accepting this variation of reality exists, and really living in this state of being now, whatever it is that you want, living in that state of being now, you can create your own reality. So remember to like this video if you do in fact like it, and comment below. I love reality transurfing, and I just may pull your name today to win some of these. Thanks so much for watching my video, everyone. Bye.